today's session, we will see little about vulnerabilities, AppScan overview, and demo. In live demo, we will see how we use AppScan with minimum basic required settings. As us already know that vulnerabilities are weakness or flaws which allow an attacker to use a system information assurance. We can say a vulnerability is a hole or weakness in the application which can be a design flaw or an implementation bug that allow an attackers to use or cause harm to the stakeholder of an application. Stakeholder include the application owner, application users, and other entity that rely on the application. On it, we can see some of the common and famous web application vulnerabilities we face in web applications. Detail about most common and top 10 vulnerabilities can be found on Open Web Application Security Project web.org. Security AppScan is a web security testing and monitoring tool. AppScan is intended to test web application for security vulnerabilities during development process and when it is least expensive to fix such problems. IBM provides different security AppScan which can be used based on the requirements and flexibility. Like AppScan Enterprise Edition is a client server version used to scale security testing. AppScan Standard Edition is a desktop software for automated web application security testing involved for IT security auditors and penetration testers. Advanced Edition prevents data breaches by locating security flaws in source code. Today we will use a standard edition in our demo. High security AppScan standard helps organizations decrease the likelihood of web application attacks and costly data breaches by automating application security vulnerabilities testing. High security AppScan standard can be used to reduce risk by permitting you to test application prior to the deployment and or ongoing risk assessment in production environment.
We are able to hear you.
Hear me?
Yes, we can now.
In live demonstration, we will use the configuration setting for the scanning, and we will do automatic testing, and we will finally generate reports. Here see this is the main application panel. When go to file, with the application configuration wizard, here we can use predefined template, but at this time I am going to use regular scan. I will select web application scan. Click on next. Then I will enter the URL of the application. And I will click on button. On this screen, here we can how AppScan establish a session with our web application and ensure to good access of your app and good coverage of your application based on the recording or navigation. Right now I will go without recording to reduce the scanning time. The recording procedure is very simple. If I will click on record, will open the sign-on page of my application, and I have to enter username and password. Then I have to log in. Then navigate the certain pages where I want to do the scanning. And when close, will automatically. Right now I am going without recording to, as I told you, to reduce the scanning time. You can select the different policies like I want to do the scanning for web application, or I want to find the vulnerabilities related to the infrastructure. So right now I will go with the default policies of AppScan. So I will select full automatic scan. So I will finish. Now at the auto save window. Window is useful if your application is very large. So we use this option to save the intermediate result, and later we can continue our scanning. For example, during the scanning, AppScan may stop or scanning may stop. So we can resume our scanning from the last point where scanning was saved. So I will click on save button. Yes, to save it. Now is doing evaluation scan. Now, APN recommends some recommendation which can be included in our scanning, like scan is recommending that we should do the login or log out, but I am not selecting any of them. If we want, we can select these recommendations, reducing the scanning time, ignoring them. So I will go on scan in menu, and here we can see different options. Menu explore, if we want to explore the application during the scanning for pages. We also have a test only option if we do not want to generate report and want to see the vulnerabilities in the panel for IBM AppScan, but I will go with the full scan to do the automatic scanning. It will take some time. When we finished, we will generate the report from this option. So for this session, I did scanning for the same application and I have generated the report. So let's see the report first. Then when this scanning will be complete, we will generate the report. So this is a AppScan report have been generated by IBM Security AppScan standard version. You can see that AppScan reported 2 SQL injection and 2 encrypted login requests. There are 5 high priority issues and total 5 and in this scanning AppScan 5 vulnerabilities. So let's explore each of them. Here is the first vulnerability, blind SQL injection. Here you can see that what type of request parameter AppScan use creating this vulnerability, and App is also recommending a fix. How recommendation fix that how we can fix the vulnerability. Another type of vulnerability, unencrypted login request. Here AppScan is recommending to use SSL and post as a body parameter when sensitive information. So here is our AppScan.
I mean, it's showing the report is showing the issue with the unencrypted user password. Can you show me in the detail what exactly is in the application, like what's wrong in the application, and that's how we can, I mean, fix. But I'd like to see what exactly wrong in the application, which is, I mean, this report is showing.
AppScan provide the high-level recommendation for fixing the issue.
So let's suppose I mean,
there is another version edition of AppScan which is called Source Edition can be used and that point out the vulnerabilities on the source level.
and I mean, if there's anything in the report, so they know about the issue. So can you, I mean, explain a little bit more? I mean, what exactly you like if login is not encrypted? So what is the just right now? Is it missing or it's something else?
Right now, AppScan is pointing that the application has been accessed without HTTP SSL. I will use the application or access the application with HTTPS. This issue will be solved.
Okay. So it means the path is encrypted going in between the client, like the browser, and a server in between, right? Over HTTPS mode, right? I mean, the meaning of this issue, or
Sorry, Habib, I cannot listen you clearly.
okay. So basically, I mean, the issue which report is saying about the unencrypted password is basically it's because the application is not running on the HTTPS, not a secure protocol. So that's going.
Yes. AppScan is a very powerful tool and can find many lot of different type of vulnerabilities, and you can visit the osep.org site, see the detail of the vulnerabilities. And IBM AppScan is a one effective tool for finding the vulnerabilities in web application. We have fixed many of the vulnerabilities in our code, so that is why our report has a very less number of vulnerabilities. If I give you the report, if you want, where we have a lot of high severity vulnerabilities present in the same application, we have fixed and we found those vulnerabilities by AppScan.
Okay, the link which you said. I mean, you just said about the what is that issue? What is the link of IBM? Found that.
That called Open Web Security Project.
Open OWASP. Okay. Okay, thank you.
Our AppScan has found the 5 high severity vulnerabilities and total issues are at is a low severity, one is a medium and information. Till scan is doing and completing its scanning. If anybody has any question, please ask.
One more thing, like this AppScan is specific to the web application only, right?
Yes, right.
So it's a tool we can use for the other than web application. Like we have some application and we have some like application which is like a search oriented applications. We provide the services.
You can explore the different edition of the AppScan. You can also see the mobile related versions for AppScan, and they can use for based on the different requirements. So I have not explored all of them. I have used IBM Security AppScan standard version.
Thank you.
So scanning is complete. Now when I will click on report on my requirements or what information I want, I include in my reports, and can also generate the different type of reports. Right now I am doing security with some of the basic informations I have selected here. When I click on set report, generate a report. Let's have it on desktop. Now see the report a bit different than the previous one I you. 5 SQL injection and 2 unencrypted login request and 1 cross-site request forgery, which is medium severity vulnerability, and 1 is a missing cross-frame scripting difference. So we find their details, what they are and what has been changed by AppScan to produce these vulnerability, and also we can see high-level regression fix that we could fix these vulnerabilities. At this, if anybody has any question, please ask. Thank you for joining the session. Bye.
Thank you, ma'am.
Everyone.